first name is Aniruddha, Aniruddha. I go by Ron, R-O-N. My last name is R-A-Y.
Thank you. Sir, did you and your wife travel to Los Angeles from the Nevada area?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know somebody named Robert Baker?
Yes, I do.
And when did you meet Rob Baker?
Probably January of 2012.
Okay. And at that point in time, where did you meet him?
We played racquetball together at Las Vegas Athletic Club, where I used to train and play racquetball.
And was Robert Baker living in Las Vegas at that point in time?
Yes.
Okay. And did the two of you become friendly and start playing racquetball together?
Yes. We probably spent anywhere from 4 to 6 hours every night playing racquetball. We lifted weights and also played basketball together.
Okay. During that period of time, did you meet Robert Baker's wife, who is living with in Las Vegas, then a woman by the name of Tracy?
Yes, I did.
The last time that you saw Robert Baker, do you recall when that was?
It was May of 2017, after Robert's birthday party we had in Marrakesh. And then we went to the strip club. I dropped them off, got them in.
Sustain.
We'll get into the details. So the last time you saw Robert Baker was in May of 2017 in Las Vegas.
Correct.
And did he come to Las Vegas with somebody?
Yes.
Who was that?
Monica, well, I have her in my phone as Monica Baker, but Monica Sementilli, I guess.
Did you ever know the name Sementilli?
No.
Okay. You knew her by Monica Baker.
Yeah.
Do you see her here in court today?
Yes.
Can you point her out for us?
She's sitting right there in the blue jacket.
Did you first hear about her from Robert Baker through a set of Facebook messages that he sent you in November of 2016?
Yes.
Your Honor, I have a set of Facebook messages between this witness and Robert Baker. It is 14 pages in length. May it be marked as People's, is it 207?
206.
206. Thank you. In November of 2016, did you communicate with Robert Baker through Facebook?
Yes, I did.
Showing you the first page of People's 206. Is this a message that you sent to Robert Baker asking him if he was dating anybody or making any money with his league?
Yes, that was me.
And did he respond at the bottom? This is November 12th of 2016, that he's been with his girlfriend for about a year now.
Yes.
For a year.
Yes.
Did you also ask him if he was living with her?
Yes, I did.
Did you also ask him to send you a picture of her?
Yes, I did.
And is this one of the pictures that Robert Baker sent to you of his girlfriend.
Yes.
Is that a photograph of the defendant who you subsequently met, as we talked about in May?
Yes, that's her.
And did he respond to you on November 12th of 2016 that they weren't living together yet, but that it was coming soon?
Yes, he did. And then we talked about it later as well.
Sustain.
Is that yes?
Yes.
Did he also send you through Facebook Messenger this photograph of him with the defendant?
Yes.
This is page 5 of People's 206. On page 6, did he also message to you again on November 12th of 2016 that she's grounded, smart, and loves my crazy ass?
Yes.
So ruled.
On page 7 of People's 206, did he also tell you that he and the defendant, or Monica Baker as you know her, are planning a vacay to Vegas soon?
Yes, he did.
And this again was in November of 2016, correct?
Correct.
On page 9 of People's 206, back on page 8 first. Did the two of you continue talking about his relationship with his girlfriend?
Yes, we did.
And on page 9 of People's 206, did you say to him, well, you were a professional porn star and I lived the life of one?
Yes, I did.
And you asked him if she knows, and he said it intrigues her.
That's correct.
On page 10 of these continuing Facebook messages, did you tell him she loves you for you and that's what matters?
Yes, I did.
And subsequent to that, the defendant respond, yes, she does. Cool with my crazy ass life, plays R-ball too. What is R-ball?
Racquetball.
And then did you ask him how he met her?
Yes, I did.
And on page 12, did he indicate that he met her at his gym and that she was on him?
Yes, he did.
Trying to get at me and my dumb ass did even notice. LLOL.
He meant to say didn't even notice. Yeah.
And on the next page, page 13 of this exhibit, did you also ask if she makes money, and he responded, she's got a little money?
Yes.
And did you say to him, that's cool, it will stabilize you when you two move in?
Yes, I did.
On the following page, page 14, the last page of this exhibit, did Robert Baker tell you that he told his girlfriend about Tracy? That would be the wife, the ex-wife that you told us about?
Yes, that's correct.
And that his girlfriend told him to let it all go and that she will take care of all?
Yes.
in February of 2017, did Robert Baker come to Las Vegas and meet up with you?
Yes, he did.
And did the two of you go out for sushi after playing racquetball?
No, we played basketball, and
Basketball.
when we met up, well, we used to always make fun of each other, and he had a Band-Aid in his hand, and I said to him, are you going to...
Just one moment, sir. Sustain.
When you played basketball, did you notice anything about his hands?
Yes, he had a Band-Aid in his hand.
And did you make fun of him for having a bandage on his hand?
Yes, I said, are you going to miss all your shots tonight because of that? And he said, I'm still going to kick your butt.
Was that the typical banter between the two of you?
Yeah, we're always teasing each other, laughing, joking, yes.
And did he tell you who he was staying with when he came to Las Vegas at the beginning of, or sometime in February of 2017?
No, we didn't discuss.
Do you recall being interviewed by detectives who came to your home September 28th of 2017?
Yes, I do.
And did they speak with you and your wife at that point in time?
Yes, they did.
With respect to who Robert Baker was staying with, would it help to look at your transcript of that interview?
Sure.
48 and 114. Just read it to yourself. Looking at page 48. Just read it to yourself.
Well, birdsong.
Again, to yourself. So that means silently. Did you see that? And now I'm going to turn it to page 114 and read this to yourself.
Okay.
Does that refresh your recollection?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember who Robert Baker said he was staying with?
Al Birdsong?
Okay. Was that somebody that you subsequently met that last time that you saw Baker in Las Vegas with the defendant?
Yes, the first and only time I met him.
Thank you. When when you played basketball and had dinner with Baker in February of 2017, did you talk about his girlfriend?
Yes, we did. I asked him,
I just want to know if you had a conversation on that date.
yes,
Okay. And did you and Robert Baker meet up alone for dinner after playing basketball, or did your wife join in that one?
it was just Rob and I.
Okay. Now, at some point in March 23rd, the week between March 23rd and March 26th, did Robert Baker come to your home with his girlfriend?
Yes, he did.
And that was in Las Vegas?
Correct.
Okay. And when they came to your home, were they driving in a particular vehicle that you recall?
Yes, Rob drove, and he was in a black, I think it was a Ford truck.
Like a Ford F-150
Yeah.
or like a Ford Expedition?
I think it was a Ford F-150.
Like a pickup?
Pickup truck, yeah.
Thank you. And did he bring the defendant to your house,
Yes,
Monica?
that was the first time I met Monica.
Subsequent to going to your house, did you and the defendant and Robert and your wife Michelle all go somewhere for lunch?
Yes, we went to PF Chang's in Green Valley to have lunch.
Was that the first time you had met his girlfriend?
Yes, that's the first time I met Monica.
And at some point during that lunch, did you ask Monica for her last name?
Yeah, Monica actually asked for my phone number. So then I said, hey, I put her number on my phone and I said, what's your last name? And she looked at me and she said, it's a long Italian, complicated last name. And she looked at Rob. They kind of spoke with their eyes. And then Rob said, just put down Baker. So even today on my phone, I have her as Monica Baker on my phone.
Okay. Did she ever correct him and give you that long Italian last name?
No.
And what did you and Robert Baker and Monica and your wife discuss during this lunch?
It's overruled.
So Monica was going to buy a house in Vegas for Rob. And so I asked Monica if she was planning to move to Vegas. And she said, no, I'm just going to come and go. And we're going to travel to Italy and some other countries. And I'm going to buy this house for Rob. And then she asked me about stock market. I'm a stockbroker. So she was asking me how much money you can make in the market, what kind of things you can do. So we were discussing stock market and how to make investments and make money and things like that. And my wife's a realtor, so Monica was talking to her about potentially buying a house for Rob in Vegas.
So she told you that she was going to buy a house in Las Vegas where Rob would live and she would come and go from there?
That's correct.
It's overruled.
And then she said that they were going to travel to Italy and other places. When you say she said they, who was she referring to?
Her and Rob.
Okay. I'm sorry? I'm sorry, I didn't hear.
Rejection was a false speculation.
Okay. Is that what she told you? That she and Rob were going to be traveling to Italy and other countries?
Yes, she was talking about specifically about Rob and her traveling.
Did she say anything during this lunch about whether or not she, meaning the defendant, Monica Baker, had any property at that time?
Yes, she said she had a house in LA that she was going to sell, and she was going to get proceeds from that. And it was apparently an expensive house.
Is that what she told you?
That's what she told us.
At any point during this first time that you met the defendant, either at your house or at the lunch with your wife at PF Chang's, did she ever mention to you that she had been married?
No, my wife and I had no idea Monica was married to anyone until the day the detective showed up at my house.
Sustained.
She never mentioned she had been married. Did she ever mention to you that she was a widow?
No.
When was the first time that you found out that the defendant had been married and widowed?
When
See, 1 second. Sustained.
That night after the lunch at PF Chang's in Green Valley, did you go out for dinner with Rob and Monica?
we planned to go out for dinner next night, the following night.
And the next night, where did the four of you go for dinner?
We went to this restaurant called Andrea's at Encore Casino, which is connected to Wynn, and it's a pretty high-end five-star restaurant. It was a high-end five-star restaurant, and Monica actually invited us.
Sustained.
And who invited who to dinner? Did you make arrangements for the four of you to go to dinner, or was there an invitation? How is it that the four of you, the two couples, wound up at dinner at Andrea's?
Monica invited us to dinner, and I arranged for the dinner through my contacts at Encore, at Andrea's at Encore.
Oh. Of photographs from March 25th through March 26th in Las Vegas. 7 pages in total. May this packet be marked as People's 207?
Yes.
Showing you People's 207. There's a 23 in the lower left corner. Do you recognize these photos?
Yes, I took these pictures.
And where were these photos taken?
It's at Andrea's at Encore Casino.
And is this the night that you and your wife Michelle met the defendant and Rob for dinner?
That was the night we met for dinner, correct?
March 25th of 2017?
I believe so.
Showing you 207, the next page, there's 24 in the lower right corner. Do you recognize what you see here?
Yes, I took that picture outside Intrigue Nightclub.
And is that a location that you went to the following night on March 26th?
It was after dinner. After dinner at Andrea's, we went to Intrigue Nightclub, which is connected, Wayne is connected to Encore, so we just walked over there.
Okay. Showing you the following page of People's 207. There's a 25 in the lower left corner. Do you recognize what you see here?
Yes, that's on the stage, on VIP stage with the DJ at Intrigue Nightclub.
Showing you Exhibit 207. There's a 26 in the lower left corner. Do you recognize what you see here?
Yes, that's on the stage at Intrigue Nightclub at the VIP section.
And 207, there's a 27 in the lower right corner, left corner. Do you recognize the individuals in this photograph?
Yes, it's my wife Michelle, Monica, and Robert Baker. I took that picture.
Showing you 207, there's a 28 in the lower left corner. Do you recognize what you see here?
The picture with Michelle, Monica, and Robert, I took that, and the picture with me, Monica, and Robert, Michelle took that picture.
And 207, there's a 29 in the lower left corner, starting with the photograph on the left. Is that your wife with the defendant?
That's my wife with Monica, correct.
At the nightclub?
That's correct.
And the photograph to the right?
That's up on stage with me on the left, my buddy who runs the club right in front of me, and then Monica and Michelle taking pictures of the crowd from behind the DJ.
Okay. Who paid for the dinner at Andrea's?
Monica did.
Okay. And what did she do or say in order to pick up the tab that night?
Well, Monica invited us to dinner, and then I kind of asked her if that's okay because the place is really expensive, and she was like, "Don't worry, I got money. It's mine. I got it." And then just order whatever you want.
That's overruled.
And then Michelle and I ordered little stuff, and we don't drink, so then we said, we don't want any drinks, and Monica said,
It is a narrative.
So after you told the defendant that you and Michelle don't drink, did the four of you abstain from drinking that night?
no, Monica was drinking. She ordered a bottle of wine, and she was drinking. And Robert and Michelle and I weren't drinking.
Okay. So she ordered a bottle of wine, even though you said you and Michelle weren't drinking.
She did.
I'm sorry. I didn't hear the objection. Sustain.
And what was her behavior like during that night at dinner at this restaurant?
She,
It's overruled.
when I met Monica, she was the happiest person I've ever seen. She looked like she was a 22-year-old kid gone on spring break.
Sustain.
Can you tell us what her behavior was like that night?
Initially, she was somewhat normal, and then as she started drinking, she started getting quite crude, sexual.
It's overruled.
She was saying stuff to us about their sex life. She was grabbing his private parts in front of
Excuse me a
us.
second. It is not responsive.
When you said she was talking about their sex life and grabbing his private parts, whose private parts was she grabbing?
She was grabbing Rob's private part.
And this was at the restaurant or at the nightclub?
Both, but at the restaurant it was kind of embarrassing because people know us there, Michelle and I, and we were a little embarrassed.
Sustain.
And did Rob seem like this was normal for him, or did he say anything to you?
No, Rob was upset.
First off, it's compound, and it also causes speculation.
Did Rob say anything to you about her behavior that night?
Yes, we went
Where
to the
was that?
We went to the bathroom, Rob and I, and he apologized to me for Monica's behavior because he could tell Michelle and I were very uncomfortable with her acting kind of crazy, and I said it's okay. I said as long as you're happy, I'm okay.
Yes, sir. It's not responsive.
Okay. Did you offer to pay for any of the bill, or who paid?
Monica paid, and it was a pretty big bill. So yeah, we were trying to be.
That's
I looked
overruled.
at the bill. Oh,
How much was the bill?
it was like close to $500.
I'm assuming that the bill included the wine, the bottle service?
Yes.
Okay. When she was grabbing Rob's private parts, did she say anything?
She was telling us how great their sex life
Excuse me a
was.
second. Overruled.
I'm sorry?
Go ahead, you can answer.
Oh. She was saying how great the sex life was and how great Rob was in bed, and I was making fun of him. I said, how much did you pay her to say that? And these kind of, we were bantering back and forth.
So, when she was grabbing Rob's private parts, she was talking about how great he was in bed.
Correct.
It is cumulative.
I thought that you sustained the objections.
Sustain the objection as
So I
to the
react.
non-responsive parts.
Okay, so the rest of it remains, yes,
That's
Your
true.
Honor? Thank you. At any point in time, did you see the defendant express any grief or sadness over the fact that her husband had been murdered approximately 2 months before?
First of all, we had no idea of that, and she didn't grieve even 1%.
Sustain.
Listen to the question, sir.
Answer the question only.
Did she act in any manner as if she was experiencing grief for her husband that had been murdered 2 months before?
Not even 1%.
I'm sorry,
I didn't overrule the objection.
I didn't hear your answer.
Not even 1%.
We're going to take our adjournment this time until tomorrow at 9 o'clock. The admonition applies. You do not discuss this case either among yourselves or with anyone else in the form or express any opinions that the files is finally submitted to you. Have a good evening. See you tomorrow at 9.